let's talk about, well, not just talk about, let's, well, I'm going to be coming up with another episode to the, damn, I hope y'all can hear me. I'm going to be coming up with another episode to my, series, In But Not Of. I'm on episode 7, and things, to me, are getting even more interesting, because that's the goal of the series and anything that I do, to start off spectacular, like great, and each step of the way only get better, in Jesus' name. So, In But Not Of, episode 7. I don't as much have a title, but I have a premise of what I want the episode to be about, and it just excites me to do something like that, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, my thoughts. So we're gonna take a little time. Let's take a little time to come up with some greatness, and then I'm gonna let you hear what I got. I ain't gonna even lie. Let's talk about something else. Like, have y'all ever thought about like creating like something like a zoo? Like, and if you have, like, what would the zoo be like? Not gonna lie. If I was to create a zoo, I have it's gonna be it's gonna be more of like a sea, like Atoic, Akatik. I be in the future when I be coming up with greatness like this. I ain't gonna lie. So some of these words, I ain't gonna lie. I impress myself. With the words that I be putting. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie, catch me off guard. Then I be like, what this word is, and then most of the times I be like, man, I ain't gonna lie, right there, that's a blessing. That's from God Himself right there. But it's gonna be aquatic. It's gonna be more of an aquatic zoo. Sharks, alligators, like big Chinese goldfish, some black moras and blood parrots. And the reason I chose them is because I want my own. I don't just want it to be a zoo. I don't just want a zoo. I want to have my own. I want them my pets. You know what I'm saying? Like the animals that I put on here, like the Chinese goldfish, the black mora, the blood parrots. I had these when I was younger, and they grow to be a giant size. The blood parrots gotta be partnered only with blood parrots because they're an aggressive fish. So the blood parrots that they grow up with will have to be familied young. Cause if not, I ain't gonna lie. Look up blood parrots, and then hopefully you'll be amazed. Look up black morals. Those are beautiful black goldfish. Those are beautiful. They beautiful. And Chinese goldfish, I'm pretty sure you all know what Chinese goldfish is. Sharks. I had a couple of sharks. I had black fin sharks, two black fin sharks, two babbler sharks, and those were actually my first. Those was my first fish that I ever got. So I'll be getting some more sharks, gators. Who doesn't want to see a alligator, crocodile type? You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't want to see that once in a while? Be like, you could feed the alligator a chicken like this Louisiana. You could throw the chicken over in the water, watch the alligator go raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Have some whales. I don't too much care for the dolphins. I really don't. I rather have an underground exhibit to where you can walk around and it's this huge sphere, like huge globe almost, where you under the exhibit itself, and you can see the whales. It's just whales, just wonderful. And these were some current events. These were some current events that I should have put a date, but I'm pretty sure if you look these up, you can find a date, the exact date to when they took place. But these are some current events. France begins terrorism probe into Saudi Arabia, blast ahead of Parker rally. North Korea claims to be testing the world's most advanced weapons. Experts are doubtful, and the weapons that Korea claims to be testing, the world's most advanced weapons, is a hypersonic missile. And also, Queen Elizabeth II was due to celebrate her 70th, 70th year in power. I got a series that I was working on for my homeboy, and I just took up the challenge. Because, why not? I wanted to test my own ability on Elf to see what I can do. So let me see if I can find it. Hopefully I can. All right, so I found the premise of the show, and it was about a green Hulk-like being that is all-knowing. Dot dot dot. But he doesn't know it yet. As time progresses, he starts to grow and understand his true self and his mission for life. Because in life, there is always a mission to the position. Shout out Marcus Rogers. There's always a mission to the position, because you don't just get anywhere without a purpose of. Nothing just happens. Somebody has to make it happen. True. And who is that person who has to make it happen? That's God. So the name of the show is True Meaning of Life. Episode 1, Dual World. On a bright day in a very dull world, an interesting being is born, but it's very clear he isn't like everyone, and it's well known because he's green. And hours after he was born, he was already the size of a baby elephant. A year has passed, and Seed has grown. That's a little nickname. That's what they call him, Seed. Seed has grown at a tremendous rate. He could easily carry the weight of 100 strong men. He ate more than 101 hungry strong men. And for some odd reason, the world didn't mind that Seed was green because, unknown why, but he gave the world a glimmer of hope. Life's True Meaning, Episode 2, Seed's Day. 5 more years have passed, and now Seed is 6 years old, 6 years of age. But this birthday wasn't or isn't like any other birthday he has had, because now he carries and releases blue aura energy. This is a shock to Seed, but everyone else was almost not even affected by the fact there stood before them a 6 foot 5 inch 6 year old with blue energy coming from his body, which is green. One cool thing Seed found interesting was anywhere he went, he could always seem to make reality out to be what he wanted. But all he really wanted to do was make the world a better place. Life's True Meaning, Episode 3, Learning Experience. On a very important day in C's life, because it was his first time going to school, this is the first time he gets a chance to actually make friends around his age. Now, this was going to be very, very interesting because he was a 7 foot 7 year old that is green. And not to mention, when he gets excited, he has blue energy or around his body. While at school, Seed had met more kids than he had ever seen. He was very excited to be at school because besides being a 7 year old giant and plus green, he was just like them. Life's True Meaning, Episode 4, Part 1, The All-Knowing One. On a calm day, Seed was in his backyard just looking at the sky, and suddenly a stroke of lightning seemed to separate the sky, but this wasn't any ordinary bolt of lightning. This lightning strike was green, and it almost seemed like it was thrown at him. While still astonished by the unfamiliar event that just happened, Seed hears a voice out of nowhere, but no one is around. The voice was saying, "Follow my words," but the only place to look was up. So Seed took a couple steps back, ran, and jumped as high as he could. To his astonishment, he seen something that he couldn't figure out what it was. As he was falling back down, he found himself in his room as if he hadn't even got out of bed. Life's True Meaning, Episode 4, Part 2, The All-Knowing One. The next day, C didn't tell anyone about the amazing event that took place the day before. Plus, no one seemed to notice what even happened, almost like it only happened in his mind. But C knew that everything really happened, so he wasn't really too quick to tell everything. But C knew that everything really happened, so he wasn't really too quick to tell people. While C was getting dreams and visions and temptations of the world, the temptations of the world were wanting him to kind of turn away from his unique way of living, his blessed, his best blessed life, by telling him he should start acting as dull, just like them. This is when C starts to understand life's true meaning. Life's True Meaning, Episode 5, Lion in the Wolf's Den. One day, C is in the best feeling of his life, but for some odd reason, the reason the world has some type of wickedness. Everyone seems to want C to not be the best person that he was born to be. C was rejected by everyone, no matter how nice and genuine he was. He was a shone, cast into a shone for some reason by everyone that he seemed to encounter. Truth be told, the vision and dreams C keeps having is showing everyone, praising and very joyful for his existence. But right now, it's like everything was such a disaster. And that was years ago. Not too long, but just a couple years ago when I started working on this. The reason I didn't go past episode 5, I think, because I was working on my series. I also have series of my own that I've been working on before that one. So yeah, I've only worked on 5 episodes to Life's True Meaning, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm impressed because it's good. It's like I can see the animations for it.